In Minnesota, federal and state authorities are investigating one of the largest fraud schemes in recent years, involving social services and child nutrition programs. Officials say significant amounts of taxpayer funds were misused through false claims and shell organizations. One of the most prominent cases involves the nonprofit Feeding Our Future in Minneapolis, accused of submitting fraudulent claims to federal child nutrition programs during the COVID-19 pandemic. Investigators say that some of the funds were claimed for meals that were never served, and multiple defendants have already been charged and convicted. Authorities estimate that the total misused funds could reach hundreds of millions of dollars, with investigations continuing into other programs, including housing and healthcare support. While some of those charged are members of Minnesota's Somali community, law enforcement and community leaders stress that these crimes were committed by specific individuals and organizations, not by entire communities. Officials warn against making sweeping generalizations, emphasizing that prosecution is based solely on evidence of illegal activity. The case has sparked national attention, raising questions about oversight, accountability, and the safeguards of social programs. Authorities say investigations are ongoing, and additional arrests may follow as they continue to uncover the full scope of the fraud. This situation serves as a reminder of the importance of vigilance, transparency, and fairness when addressing complex financial crimes, especially in programs meant to support vulnerable populations. In recent weeks, tensions have escalated between Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota and President Donald Trump, resulting in sharp public criticism and threats that have drawn national attention. Trump has repeatedly targeted Omar, a Somali-American congresswoman, with personal attacks and inflammatory language. At a cabinet meeting and subsequent rallies, he described Somali immigrants, including Omar, using derogatory terms and said he did not want them in the United States. He specifically called Omar garbage, repeated baseless claims about her background, and suggested she should be removed from the country. These remarks were widely condemned as racist and inflammatory. Newsmax. +1. Omar has strongly pushed back against Trump's rhetoric, calling it creepy, dangerous, and an encouragement of political violence. She and other lawmakers argue that such language fuels threats against members of Congress and minority communities. Omar has pointed to a rise in death threats against her and increased hostility towards Somali Americans following Trump's comments. The Guardian. +1. The conflict has also intersected with broader policy disagreements. Omar has criticized Trump's immigration crackdown and federal actions in Minnesota, including what she says is racial profiling by immigration authorities and policies targeting Somali communities. Her office reported that her U.S.-born son was stopped by immigration agents in what she described as a racially motivated enforcement action. The National. Supporters of Omar have condemned Trump's attacks, saying they normalize bigotry and risk inciting harm against lawmakers and immigrant communities. Critics of Trump argue that his use of aggressive rhetoric distracts from substantive policy issues and undermines civil political discourse. As both figures remain vocal, the dispute continues to reverberate across media and political forums, highlighting deep divisions over immigration, race, and national identity in American politics.